The NBA has never seen anything like this before. A player so dominant. He's not even playing against other players anymore. He's playing chess against coaches. Nikola Jokic is rewriting basketball history, and what he's doing this season will change the sport forever. While other players are trying to win games, the Joker is solving them, and the numbers he's putting up this season are beyond anything we've ever witnessed. Let's put this into perspective. Jokic is averaging 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists per game this season. Those numbers alone are staggering, but they only tell part of the story. We're talking about statistics that surpass what legends like Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, and Stephen Curry achieved in their MVP seasons. But here's what makes this truly mind-blowing. He's doing it with a shooting efficiency that defies logic. 56.1% from the field, and an astronomical 50% from beyond the arc. Yes, you heard that right. A center is shooting threes as effectively as Stephen Curry. And if you think these numbers might be inflated or somehow less meaningful, consider this. Jokic is doing this against the best defensive schemes modern basketball has ever seen. Teams are specifically designing entire game plans around stopping him, and they're still failing. Modern NBA defenses are more sophisticated than ever, with complex switching patterns and analytics-driven strategies. Yet Jokic is making them look like high school teams. The most fascinating part? He's actually getting better. Most players who reach MVP level hit a plateau. They've maxed out their potential. Not Jokic. Every season, he adds something new to his arsenal. Last year, it was his three-point shooting. This year, he's elevated his defensive game, averaging career highs with 1.8 steals and 0.7 blocks per game. He's not just maintaining his level. He's ascending to heights we didn't know existed in basketball. But the revolution goes far beyond just numbers. Jokic has transformed what it means to be a center in the NBA. Forget everything you know about traditional big men. This isn't about dominating the paint with brute force or blocking shots into the stands. The Joker is orchestrating the game like a maestro, making passes that shouldn't be possible and seeing angles that don't exist. He's not just playing in the system, he is the system. Let's break down what makes his playmaking so unique. Most centers, even the great ones, make simple passes, dump-offs to cutters, kickouts to shooters. Jokic? He's throwing no-look passes through defenders' legs, behind-the-back bullets from the post, and full-court bounce passes that thread between multiple defenders. These aren't just flashy plays. They're the most efficient way to get his teammates open looks. He's turned what should be risky passes into high-percentage plays. What makes this even more fascinating is how he's breaking every stereotype of what a superstar should be. In an era of chiseled athletes and highlight reel dunks, here's a player who looks like he just walked off a pickup game at your local YMCA. But don't let that fool you. While others rely on athleticism, Jokic is playing chess. His basketball IQ is so high that coaches are running out of ways to defend him. As one analyst put it, he's not playing against the players anymore. He's playing against Spoelstra. His mind is playing against the coaches. This mental advantage shows up in crucial moments. In clutch situations, when most players rely on their go-to moves, Jokic seems to have an infinite playbook. Need a three? He'll knock it down from the top of the key. Need a post-up basket? He'll spin baseline for an unblockable fadeaway. Need to create for others? He'll find the perfect cutter through a forest of arms. It's like he's playing with cheat codes, except his cheat code is his brain. The impact on his team is nothing short of revolutionary. When Jokic is on the court, the Nuggets' offensive rating skyrockets to 125.8, the best in NBA history. When he sits, it plummets to 86.3, the worst in NBA history. That's a 39.5-point swing. To put that in perspective, it's like adding and removing an entire Giannis Antetokounmpo from your team every time Jokic steps on or off the court. This isn't just dominance. It's dependency on a level we've never seen before. Even more remarkable is how he makes his teammates better. Aaron Gordon has transformed from an athletic forward with untapped potential into one of the most efficient finishers in the league. Jamal Murray's game has evolved to perfectly complement Jokic's style. Role players suddenly look like stars when they share the court with him. It's not just about making good passes. It's about teaching teammates how to play a different kind of basketball. The chemistry he's developed with his teammates is unprecedented. Watch closely, and you'll see players cutting before Jokic even gets the ball, knowing the pass will find them. They've learned to expect the unexpected, to run to spaces that seem illogical until the ball somehow finds them there. This isn't just team basketball. It's basketball elevated to an art form. Speaking of things we've never seen before, let's talk about records. Jokic recently matched a feat that stood untouched for 60 years. Elgin Baylor's record of 100-plus points, 25-plus rebounds, and 15-plus assists over a two-game span.
Nikola Jokic is making history. I've heard it before. I don't think y'all understand the level to which this man has been balling. So let me talk nerdy to you for a moment here. Nikola Jokic is the second player in NBA history to have at least 100 points, 25 rebounds, rebounds, and 15 assists in a 2-game span, and the first since Elgin Baylor did it in 1961. That is literally 63 years ago.
He's already surpassed Magic Johnson on the all-time triple-double list, sitting at third with 139 career triple-doubles. Remember, this is coming from a player who was drafted 41st overall while teams were running commercials during his selection. But these aren't just empty stats. Each of Jokic's triple-doubles tells a story of complete game control. Unlike some players who hunt for that last assist or rebound, Jokic accumulates these numbers naturally, almost accidentally, in the flow of running the most efficient offense in NBA history. It's like he's playing a different sport altogether, one where the triple-double is just a byproduct of his natural game. Let's talk about his scoring evolution. Early in his career, Jokic was primarily a post player with a soft touch. Now, he's equally comfortable pulling up from 3, driving to the basket, or operating from the mid-post. His signature shot, the somber shuffle, has become as unguardable as Kareem's skyhook. Defenders know it's coming, but knowing and stopping are two very different things. His footwork in the post deserves its own highlight reel. While most modern big men rely on power moves, Jokic uses a ballet dancer's grace combined with a magician's misdirection. He'll fake one way, spin another, and somehow find space where none existed. It's like watching a heavyweight boxer perform a perfect pirouette. But perhaps the most incredible aspect of Jokic's impact is how he's changing the future of basketball. Look around the league, and you'll see players like Domantas Sabonis, Bam Adebayo, and Alperen Sengun trying to incorporate elements of his game. Teams are reimagining what a center can be, moving away from the traditional rim protector role towards something more dynamic and versatile. The point center isn't just a novelty anymore, it's becoming the new standard. This shift is affecting basketball at all levels. College coaches are now looking for big men with passing skills. High school centers are practicing their playmaking instead of just their post moves. The next generation of basketball players is growing up watching Jokic and realizing that size doesn't limit your role, it expands it. And here's what should terrify the rest of the league. This style of play isn't going anywhere. Unlike games built on athleticism, Jokic's approach is ageless. His mastery of angles, timing, and court vision will remain just as effective 5 years from now. As one commentator noted, he's got another 5 years, and his game's still going to be fine because he's not the most athletic brother in the world. The sustainability of his game is what makes this revolution so significant. While other players have changed how basketball is played, think Stephen Curry with the three-point revolution. Jokic is changing how we think about player development and potential. He's proving that basketball intelligence can trump athletic gifts, that skill and creativity can overcome physical limitations. What we're witnessing isn't just a great player having a great season, it's a fundamental shift in how basketball can be played. The Joker has turned the NBA's conventional wisdom on its head, proving that the most dominant player in the league doesn't need to jump the highest or run the fastest. He just needs to think differently. Consider the implications for future generations. How many talented big men were overlooked because they didn't fit the traditional mold? How many potential revolutionaries were forced to play a style that didn't maximize their unique gifts? Jokic isn't just changing how centers play, he's changing how we evaluate and develop talent. This leaves us with an intriguing question. Are we watching the birth of a new era in basketball? Will the next generation of centers be measured not by their vertical leap, but by their ability to see the game the way Jokic does? The answer might reshape basketball for decades to come. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the players who are changing the game. Remember, what we're seeing isn't just historic, it's revolutionary. In years from now, we'll look back at this season as the moment when basketball changed forever, all because a Serbian center decided to play the game in a way nobody thought possible.